Hey, it's me, your girlfriend slash boyfriend slash day friend's favorite content creator, and we are doing another woke detecting video because I can feel the wokeness leaving my body. My skin is actually getting ashier. My hair unattainable. It's just I'm losing the power of wokeness, and I need to re-up. So join me as we descend into madness. Okay, let's do it. All right, so we're familiar with this by now, right? I did one whole video on this topic before, but this is a different woke content creator. This is woke content detector. It detects woke content. Even so right here, we identify whether the game has capital W woke content, and if so, to what degree. Our group page has more about our methodology and our full list of games. The list is growing, but we need your help. Join and contribute. First and foremost, I hate / love the fact that there's now this like grassroots movement of determining what is and isn't woke content by completely arbitrary shifting standards from group to group because they have no consensus of what woke actually means. For example, now mind you, I went to the not recommended section because I want to start there first, then we'll see what they recommend, then we'll see what's informational. But another crab's treasure contains overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging. The rainbow crabitalism item features a pride flag design and a pro-pride message, which, as we all know, is bad. Being pro-LGBTQ rights, terrible, awful thing. That's it. It's just LGBT-related flag and costumes. That's enough to make it not woke, which is like the boring not wokeness, right? Like, oh, you guys hate gays, you hate trans, we get it, it's fine, we understand, right? Same thing here. Contains a really pro LGBTQ messaging, uses body type instead of biological sex during character creation, homosexual romance options. I wonder if Elden Ring or Dark Souls are going to be on this list too, then, because it uses body types instead of biological sex, because that's super important. Wait, overtly pro DEI messaging uses unlabeled presets instead of male or female, makes the player agree to a compendium of conduct that promotes an inclusive environment, and that makes it woke. That's bad. Let's see the full review. That's it. That's the full review. Uses unlabeled presets because we know they won't be able to identify if it's boy or girl. It's too hard. They need the labels. Okay, so two different aliens. One is for Dark Descent, DEI messaging, many female authority figures, including the player character. Most important characters are female. Geez, I don't. Why would a game called Aliens, based off the Alien franchise, have a woman as an important or central figure? I don't understand. I don't know why. I don't know why that would be the case. Why would a woman be considered important in the Alien franchise? It's just one of life's many unanswered questions, you know? Like, what's the meaning of life? How did we get here? What comes after this? And of course, why are there women in an Alien game? Super Burning World, surprisingly, contains overtly pro-socialism messaging, features Bernie Sanders, a self-described democratic socialist. See the link for the developers' endorsement of Bernie Sanders for US president. I can't believe Super Burning World would be political in its messaging and being pro-socialist. Thank God for woke content detector. Overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging. The player character is non-binary. Let's see what is this game, by the way? Kill your enemies, possess their bodies, and take their abilities as your own in this turn-based pursuit generated death labyrinth. So, taking over a body, taking over a body, right? You take over bodies. You are, it looks like, not a human character. So why would you be male or female? Why would it matter if the whole point is to possess your enemies' bodies? Like, all right, dude. And this is a game from 2017. Just putting that out there. Paladins, we've already done Paladins in the last video. Oh wow, he did Princess Remedy twice. And one of them is free to play. And you can't do it because the character's pansexual. Any NPC you have healed can be asked out on the date. So let's talk about this first one real quick. I love how just generally phobic these people are. Just because you can ask anyone out, you still decide. You decide. Do you just hate the idea of giving a choice? That what, you might maybe pick a character who might identify as male or female and that might bother you? Like, you get to fucking choose. Oh my god, where's that Doom? I'm gonna put up here just the you choose the buttons you press. Like, they get so mad about this shit. It's like, you get to decide. And the second version is NPC Fralin is a lesbian who reveals the player character dumped her in the past. Anyone you healed can be married. Oh, so now from dating to married. Crazy. Your character is pansexual and they dated. Okay, let's click on this, because if this was now, I'll say this, if this was a game where you create your own character, I might see the problem here. Oh no, you play as Remedy, a recent graduate from Saturnian Healing School, must descend to Heartland and use her powers to heal everyone from stray ducks to dark lords and finally cure the ailing prince Hingst. It is a short whimsical adventure with plenty of heart. Yeah, you're not playing as some like character you made up. You're playing as a fucking existing character who just is pansexual. Like, yeah, they would have probably had a girlfriend, unlike, I'm assuming, the people who make up this group. Ooh, Hypno Space Outlaw, pro LGBTQ, overtly pro DEI, overtly anti-free speech messaging, portrays an alternate history version of the internet in 1999, which is more inclusive than it actually was. I have to read this. What do you mean more inclusive than it was? What do you mean? There's an LGBT tag and HS lifestyle badges used by LGBT characters. Additionally, the character Jazz has a pride flag GIF on his page. The old version of the flag is used because the game was set in the 90s. I don't really think it's overt in this game. You're moderating a fake internet. It's hard to be objective if you really like this game now. What is happening here? Well, considering the term LGBT barely existed back then, what the fuck does that mean? Wait, hold on. Do they think like queer communities just coalesced out of the ether in like 2020? Like, what is happening here? Original history portrayed in the 90s is more inclusive than it actually was. It's the internet. The internet could be as exclusive or inclusive as you wanted to. Back in the 90s, everyone had their own like fucking GeoCities, Hotmail, Hotfire, web pages. You could do whatever you wanted then. It's improbable that a person would have been that open at being gay at the time. Aside from select places and small number of political rallies, marches, LGBT people generally stayed closeted due to social stigma. It is an alternate history of a fucking video game. My God. And the portrait is androgynous, but appears male. Hormone manipulation and trans surgeries were even more difficult to get back then than compared to now. I cannot stress enough, this is an alternative, fictionalized history of the 1990s on the internet. What's happening? Like, did you guys watch Reboot and go, well, that wasn't possible because if you played a video game that destroyed your computer, you wouldn't buy any more games? Like, Wait. Curious Expedition contains overtly pro-DEI messaging. Playable characters include non-explorer POC, such as Harriet Tubman and Marcus Garvey. Elements include racist and sexist. I have to read this review. That can't be the whole thing. What do you mean? What do you mean non-explorer POCs? Curious Expedition is a roguelike expedition simulation set in the late 19th century. Together with famous personalities, you will venture on unprecedented expeditions to regions never explored before, fame, science, and treasures. I don't understand. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is this person upset that you can play as Marcus Garvey and Harriet Tubman? What? Contains pro-climate action? and overtly pro-woke messaging. See the full review. Oh, we have to. Oh no, you guys, Kraken Academy has pro-climate change and climate action. The game's currency system has the player collect plastic balls and recycle them. This is described as good for the environment. Why are we using scare quotes? Why are we using scare quotes? We're good for the environment. Recycling is good for the environment, albeit the way that recycle is not the most effective, but recycling is good for the environment. Okay, we're gonna go through the spoilers, so if you haven't played Kraken Academy, I'm so sorry. You can just skip this part. The NPC Kostadin is a bit of a strange case. He is a conspiracy theorist who is seen carrying a book with the word woke written on it. He asks the player character whether you are woke when you first meet him. If you reply with yes, he says nice. Finally, someone who thinks for themselves. You reply with no, he says ugh, another dumb sheep. He also goes on about soda companies hacking people's phones and reading their texts. His Kraken net profile shows that he likes conspiracy theories and dislikes sheeple. Okay, so this is just a conspiracy theorist. Oh, paper trail. Contains overtly pro-DI messaging. The player character is a female astrophysicist in training who bends the space-time continuum as a hobby. She runs away from her family to go to university. What are you upset that the woman? You're just mad at the woman. You're just mad at the woman. It's a fucking puzzle game. You're mad that the woman's an astrophysicist? Why? One of these things is just says overtly pro DEI and doesn't like give details. Doesn't tell what it is. Coffee Talk, overtly pro immigration messaging. God of War Ragnarok. I fucking love when they use God of War Ragnarok because it's never anything. Oh, here we go. Contains overtly pro-DEI messaging. The NPC Angerboda has been race swapped. No one in Norse mythology is described as having features consistent with sub-Saharan Africans. Hey. No one in Norse mythology was also from fucking Greece. Were they? Also, no one from Norse mythology spoke with American accents? I'm sorry, Odin? Odin's just a guy?
You know who I am? Back before winter set in, there were some misunderstanding.
Also, they say race swapped, as if Angerboda had a race to be swapped. She was like, what, a giant. Also, because I'm a mythology nerd, this game's Loki's not accurate. At all. Loki was not the son of Kratos, first and foremost. He was the brother and like not a blood relations, but like a sworn bond to Odin. He was also like a trickster, a shapeshifter, all those things too. No one nor pathology described as having creatures consistent with sub-Saharan Africans. Oh my fucking god. By the way, this is the reason why that bullshit DEI detective website started, because Angerboda. But they swear it's not racist. Yeah, just had to. Dave the Diver contains overtly pro-DI messaging. The player character is a fat guy who can somehow deep dive and Susie Chef is a person of color. I want to show you what Dave the Diver is. So he can deep dive with no problems. He's wearing a fucking scuba suit, right? And they're mad that the chef is a person of color because people of color can't be chefs and cook shit. I want you to also know that this game, right? This is the chef, and they're mad about that. They have a Godzilla crossover. Like, this is like you're stuck on this. When they have giant sea creatures, Godzilla, all that other shit, but you're mad because the player is a fat guy who can somehow deep dive and swim long distances without trouble. Yeah. It's almost as if someone's body type isn't indicative of their cardiovascular ability. Strange how that works. Guy has never seen a sumo wrestler in his fucking life, and it shows. American Arcadia, overtly anti-Western society messaging. Okay, you got me. You hooked me. What is it? Oh, okay. Again, spoilers. The technician who saves Trevor is a Hispanic woman named Angela with unmatched technical prowess who calls herself an activist. Angela's office is diverse. Her boss is a mean white woman who serves as a minor antagonist and who Angela sabotages during her introduction. The tech guy is Asian. Despite Trevor saying he never exercised high school in PE, he suddenly becomes capable of incredible feats of athleticism, including a 20-story dive into a swimming pool. This is a fucking video game. It's a video game. I don't understand these people. They will only have this level of realism for shit they don't like. You will never see them playing like fucking Doom and wondering why this guy, even though he's the Godslayer and Doom style stuff too, can get shot and stabbed and survive. They'll never wonder why in like fucking Call of Duty you can get shot in the arm and you don't have, you know, a disability, and then don't get gangrene and you just kind of just sit in the corner and heal up. Like they'll never ask questions about that because they like the games. But in a video game, which is, I'm going to assume American Arcadia is a platformer, being able to like jump around and shit like that, I'm going to say it's pretty important in a platforming game. Doesn't fucking matter if your character's never done sports in their life. Point and click third person. Okay, so even still, it's a point and click. Point and clicks do shit all the time. Like you're mad because the lady is Hispanic. Like crazy. We'll just do a couple more because you guys get the point. Wait, I never heard of this game. Contains DEI messaging, out of place diversity in a setting clearly based on medieval Europe. What do you mean out of? Kingdom is a 2D side-scrolling strategy resource management hybrid with minimalist feel wrapped in a beautiful modern pixel art aesthetic. Out of place diversity in medieval times. I hope people know that medieval times doesn't just mean white people. Like I hope you guys know like black people, different kinds of people existed in medieval times. Like that's like historically facts. Like that's true. Vinba contains overtly pro-immigration messaging. The next sentence features a story about a first-gen Indian immigrant living in Canada. I wonder why they'd be pro-immigration. Promotes having anchor babies and resisting assimilation. I don't think they say they want anchor babies. Weird that that's how you'd interpret it. Strange, even one might say. Racist, others might say. Wait. You're mad that erotic justice has overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging? Because you can have same-sex relationships and interactions. Optional sexual like, you're fucking kidding, bro. Iconoclast. I played Iconoclast. I love Iconoclast. They hate it because it's pro DEI. Mind you, this game existed before the terminology DEI is even fucking used. So I don't blame by overtly pro DEI because there's a couple of dark skin characters. Suddenly pro climate action messaging, multiple LGBTQ characters. I want to know who those characters are. Most major characters are female. The person they worship is a... You know what? I'm gonna let you play the game. But these guys are fucking idiots. Like they're just dumb. Okay, now let's see what they have for informational. Let's be fair and balanced here. Bonbon, that's a horror game. Contains subtle anti-family messaging. Makes the player listen to recording a father reading his toddler's child story about a terrible family with an abusive father who hangs himself. I guess that's anti-family. Cool. Okay, Bloodstain. I play this game. What's so woke about it? Pro DEI messaging in what context? Okay, so the producer was originally the guy who's gonna be person who's gonna be male, but then change it to a female to satisfy Americans. Okay, but that's like the producer's choice, right? He wasn't forced to do it. Kindergarten. Anti-fan messaging. Version 1.0 had an option to abort a child while playing house with Cindy. You can also divorce. Oh no, you guys, because divorce don't happen in real life. Multiple characters are divorced, including the player character. Oh no, I can't believe that now I can't play Duck Detective. The game you were definitely gonna play. All wobble dogs have no gender and any two can be bred. Oh man, they're ruining the sanctity of breeding with our wobble dogs being whatever you want them to be. Is this just most of it? Anti-human messaging? Anti-human. Anti-human. I played Call of the Sea. I played Call of the Sea. What the fuck are they talking about? What are they talking about? It's like a Cthulhu inspired game. So is that what you mean anti-human? Because there's fish people? Okay, this is spoiler for the ending, so we don't legitimately, I like this game, but I'm gonna read the spoiler. At the end of the game, Nora's given choice of finding her husband and living a short life with him, or choosing to embrace her true self and leave her old life and her husband behind and live a happy, immoral life as a sea creature. This can be interpreted as a pro-feminist message telling women they'll be far better off and ultimately happier if they forsake a domestic life in favor of living as their true selves. I love the fact that while doing deeper analysis, they're just like, women being able to choose to be happy or stay domestic slave, that's bad actually. Like, oh my god, they never go into detail with the fact that like she would have died, like not being hyperbolic, she was dying, like she was, had she not gone to the sea, she would have died. So they're basically saying she should have died. Oh, love it, love this so much. Overcooked. One of the playable characters is the wheelchair-bound raccoon, and that's bad. He just says it. Who cares? It's a fucking raccoon. Oh my god. These people, they're so pathetic. Ugh. Oh, the Return of the Obra Dinn. Despite taking place in the 19th century, the inspector can be female. Can be, meaning you can choose. Again, they hate the choice. They hate the choice. Dialogue options with a minor male NPC reveal he is gay and in a romantic relationship with another minor male NPC. Even the point of having LGBTQ characters reduced to, as they put it, minor NPC roles, they're like, hey, be careful, one of these people might be a gay, and that's bad. Doki Doki panic for both of them. He's mad because, I'm gonna say he because this is obviously a guy started this. He's mad because a major character expresses romantic attraction to the player despite not knowing whether you are male or female, saying it doesn't matter either way. It doesn't matter either way because this is focused on the character expressing their feelings for your player character. They don't care if you're a guy or a girl, or what you identify as, because they're pan, which is fine. How does that affect you? Like, that's my biggest question. How does that affect you? Oh god, what about Firewatch? Various notes can be found by the player that describe a character who feels romantically attracted to another same-sex character. So just notes being found. Notes being found. Oh my god, like it's just, all of this is just like, there's some gay people, or maybe gay people, or there might be some gay people. Loser Shoot Larry features a homosexual interaction. This is presented in a negative, humorous way that could be interpreted as anti-LGBTQ. So even if it goes with what you like, which is being clearly anti-LGBTQ, you're like, but it's still there. So be careful. Wait. Character contains, okay, whatever. The player character must take a sensitivity quiz during which he is told gender is diverse. He does not take it seriously and mocks it. Pro or anti, it's unclear. You just said he mocks the notion of gender being diverse, and you're like, I can't tell if this is pro or you're an idiot. Like, but that's how it works. Only legit idiots do shit like this. Like what is the, like, literally all they're just like, might be gay. Look, I'm gonna scroll fast and we'll stop here. Look at this. Random, right? Painter's Guild. A homosexual player character option, multiple homosexual NPCs. Let's go down, not looking, and stop right here. Oh, Mass Effect contains pro-LGBTQ messaging, homosexual romance options. I'm gonna one more time. I'm not looking. As a matter of fact, I'll do numbers. 1, chapter 5. Stop. All right, Red Dead Redemption. Some minor characters espouse modern-day political sentiments. As an example, the NPC Sadie Adler behaves the same way a modern-day feminist would. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do you think all women in history prior to 2016 were just like subservient and just didn't have opinions and were just okay with what women were treated? Like that's... Oh, wait. Skyrim contains subtle pro-DI messaging, homosexual marriage options. An NPC in Whiterun asks you whether the sight of a strong Nord woman offends you. Clearly, the answer for you would be yes. Like, GTA features multiple minor LGBTQ plus NPCs. Borderlands 2, The Witcher, their experience as homosexual individuals. I want you to understand something. Oh, wait. Dark Souls. So wait, so then Dark Souls should be on here because of the body type, right? Because wait, the other part of the video, specifically the guy said that these are not recommended because they give you body type options instead of male and female. And yet, for Dark Souls, while it's on the informational tag, nothing about them saying, hey, body types A or B. It is... The reversal ring allows player characters to perform the animation associated with opposite biological sex. It's called the reversal ring. There is a gender swap coffin and things betwixt that allows the player character to change back and forth between male and female. Okay, it's character creation, right? Same thing here. The boss character Gwendolyn was born a male but raised as a female and given clothes and a magic ring to help him act like a female. It's because the magic he uses is moon-based, and that's associated with women. But like, do you Final Fantasy VII contains subtly pro-climate action messaging? Subtly? No, hold on. Final Fantasy VII subtly contains pro-climate action. Subtly. When you join the eco-terrorist group Avalanche and you blow up the Shinra reactor in Midgard specifically because it was taking the Mako energy and sucking the planet dry and killing the planet. That game has subtle? And this is under informational? Oh my God, I think I'm having an aneurysm. No, I'm good. Okay, let's see what they do recommend. Civilization. Colonization. Contains no woke content. Wow. Contains no woke content. A game about colonization to contain woke content. What a surprise. Hey, I'm also noticing a trend here. If you just look at the thumbnails of these the games here. Contains no woke. Lots of anime-inspired games suddenly contain no wokeness. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is the same game that he said contains no woke content. Sea of Stars? No. I've been playing Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars does in fact contain lots of woke content. Just by their standard, you have an important female character, which would consider them being woke. Donut County? Okay. I feel like... How does Kindergarten also contain woke content but then not contain any woke content? That's crazy. Like, what are your standards? What are your fucking standards here? And the thing is too, they don't even tell you why it doesn't contain woke content. It just doesn't contain woke content. Oh, but the reason why these ones don't contain woke content because the characters aren't diverse. That's why. Because in trying, I think 5 or 6, they said minorities present when they weren't before. The rest of these games, fear. Okay. The Legion Suit Larry 1 contained no woke content, but the rest of them do. Got it. And then like the games they're picking is like Bejeweled, SimCity 4, Roller Coaster Tycoon, like Zup. This is like Command and Conquer. Okay, I don't think this person knows truly what the fuck they're talking about, and they're just saying random bullshit. Code Vein contains no woke content. Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that? Pillars of Eternity. Are we completely confident that Pillars of Eternity has no woke content? Because it kind of feels like Cuphead, even with the whole Mrs. Chalice thing. No, nothing for you there. Okay. What about the devil being a stand-in for like a landlord or corrupt business practices, and how Cuphead was forced to do the dirty work but eventually turned against him and free everyone? Nothing woke about that. Nothing woke about a pawn being used, finding out they're being used, rising up and turning against the person who's using them. Nothing woke about that at all. Understood. Got it. No woke content in none of the Half-Life games. Nothing woke about Half-Life. Even Half-Life Alyx, where you play as not as the white guy, but as the like half-black woman, or just woman. Nothing about that's woke. Nothing about that. Got it. Nothing woke about Bayonetta. Nothing woke about Bayonetta. But the most important characters are women in Bayonetta. There's a black guy who's super powerful and strong, and he helps Bayonetta. One of the other male characters considered weak and effeminate, right? Lucio. Nothing. What's his name, Lucio? No, sorry, Luca. Nothing. Nothing woke about Nier Automata. Nope. Nothing woke about Nier Automata. It wasn't like there was a whole entire troops of just women being the most important characters, or anything about like a deeper meaning about how God's not real, very philosophical, anti-religion. Nothing about that. Nier Automata. A game which has a character say the lines. Not exactly, but says the lines. They sometimes wish they could meet gods, they could kill them. Nothing woke about that game. Okay. Nothing woke about Armored Core. Nothing woke about Deus. I'm fucking done. I can't. Nothing woke about Deus Ex. No, I tried to make this like funny and light, but you have to be a fucking moron to say that Final Fantasy VII has subtle climate action messaging. Nothing woke about Nier Automata, but especially nothing woke about Deus Ex at all. I'm for real having an aneurysm now. I feel it coming. How is Deus Ex? Explain to me how Deus Ex is not woke. Explain to me how Deus Ex. Oh, it's the big one.